Welcome to Eclipse APP4MC. In this video you will see how to use the basic elements of our development environment. First of all, you should download the product from our main website. You will get a zip archive and you can select if you want to download directly or use one of the mirrors next to you. After downloading, you should extract the archive, and with a Java environment you can directly start the product. The welcome screen shows a help link that is a good start to get an overview what is available in the platform. So you will see a user guide that contains some description of the available elements, editors, explorers, other elements, tutorials, and also a description of the data model. So very detailed UML-like description of what you find here and how to use the elements. Now let's close the help and also the welcome screen. And now we can use an example that is a good start to get an overview without creating a model from scratch. We will start with demo car. That is a very simplified model of a car with ABS, engine control, brakes and so on. But as I said, very simplified. Double click on the model will open the editor and you can see the sub-elements of our data model. In the software part you see runnables or functions, and if you click on one of these elements you can modify the content and you can always open a visualization of this element. Here we see a runnable with two input values. Here two input values, one output, so on the left side input, on the right side output. And if available, you can also select different visualizations. Here you can see the connections of this runnable, and you can also use this view to navigate. So a click on one of the other elements will bring you to the element and also select the same element in the upper editor. To see the details of a runnable, you can enlarge it, and the activity graph shows, for example, the ticks, that is the time that is spent, and it's often described as statistical deviation. The diagram shows the PDF, so the probability density function, and just to show you, I can change some values and the result will be visible immediately. Other visualizations are the hardware structure. So here you see a very simple model and the mapping of schedulers and processes here. Let's open another project, and this time a much larger one that was used in an academic challenge a few years ago. This example is modeled after a real engine control. You will see a large number of elements, but the names are obfuscated. So 10,000 labels and more than 1,000 runnables. And if you click on that, you will see a large number of inputs and outputs here. The hardware is more complicated, of course. We have more cores, more memory, and this view again gives you an overview if the connections are modeled in the right way. Now to the editor actions. You can always show the type of an object if you're interested in, And especially if you have large models, it's good to have a search possibility. We provide an index-based search that is quite fast, and you can search by name, and again, a click on the result will bring you to the right object in the editor. Another important thing is the validation of a model. Here we see that the live validation is already active, and to show you this, I create a new task, and of course this is not correct because the task has no name at that time. If I enter the task name here and press return, the error will disappear, and this is now a valid model. We provide additional validations that can be started from a dialog. First of all, there are standard validations that should be fulfilled by every model. If you move to the single parts, you will get additional info here, and then you can start it. We also have extended validations for specific simulation tools. They are provided by the tool vendors typically, and you can ensure that all relevant data for these tools is in the model and is consistent. Thank you for watching this video. We plan to continue with videos of more specific topics in future.